Whimsy, imagination, creativity, adventure, magic, pure fun and joy. You may describe Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, or Galaxy 2 with adjectives such as these as I've always had. These sprawling worlds and literal galaxies provided so many bizarre elements and themes, these weird and wacky, colorful characters, enemies, and unique objectives to complete, topped off with collecting neat little secrets and collectibles. Super Mario 64 and Sunshine fall more within what I just described, but that's not to say every 3D Mario is void of exploration and discovery. There's a special feeling I get whenever I play a 3D Mario game, and years later it still pulls me back to replay it to 100% completion over and over. Is it the easy and fun yet intuitive and multi-layered gameplay it provides? Is it the mysterious and crazy worlds and levels to explore and travel that are just so memorable and unique? Is it the fun, unique, and/or epic music? Is it the subtle story elements when provided? It's pretty much all those things. Mario is the king of video games, and 3D Mario games are perfect examples as to why. It shows Nintendo firing all their cards, pulling every single trick in the book, and just delivering on that amazing Mario game. Most of the time. Given the most recent titles, Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World, it's noticeable how much more downplayed exploration and discovery is in favor of a more casual, linear adventure. Every 3D Mario up to this point has been fantastic, but I do believe 3D Land and 3D World are among the weakest 3D Mario games for decreasing that sense of scope, creativity, and imagination that much between gameplay, worlds, levels, and variety. Even the moves Mario could do felt very light and not as diverse compared to 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Though to be fair, I do consider 3D World one of the best Wii U games, but unlike the first four titles, I never felt the need to go back and replay them. It didn't have that same pull, that same magical feeling like 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy had. It felt a lot more like the 2D Mario games, like a 2D Mario game in a 3D space, you know? I was left itching for that big, massive, adventurous 3D Mario game that really felt like a magical, imaginative, and creative adventure that only Mario can bless me with. Seeing Odyssey teased in the Switch's first reveal trailer, it left me feeling optimistic because there were several signs it was returning to that open world gameplay akin to 64 and Sunshine, and I just kept getting blown away trailer after trailer after trailer. If you follow my channel, you know I made these crazy theories and speculations, that long-ass analysis I made out of practically everything we had before September. In short, let me sum up my final thoughts on Super Mario Odyssey after 100%ing it. If I had the power to just erase any information from my head at will, I would completely forget everything about Super Mario Odyssey just to relive the entire game all over again. From beginning to end, I absolutely had a blast with Odyssey. It was a goosebump-filled emotional roller coaster for a hardcore Mario fan like me. I was smiling like a doofus non-stop over the sheer amount of fun I had with it. I was almost pushed to tears at several points. Super Mario Odyssey was nothing but Nintendo giving their all and showing you what video games were made to do. Provide a great time and encourage creativity and ambition. It felt like I was welcomed home after being away for years from an adventurous 3D Mario. It made me feel like a 7-year-old playing Sunshine again, or a 9-year-old playing Galaxy again. I'm a hardcore Mario fan all around. His name is in my channel name, and Super Mario Odyssey felt so comfortable, so pure and so magical for Mario and Nintendo after being so casual and dreadful during the Wii U's era. You're free from any spoilers here, trust. And let me just explain what makes Odyssey so fantastic without going off topic, without spoiling anything. Trust me, I'm not going to spoil anything, and why you need to get the Switch now. But if you've seen other reviews and would like general thoughts or like my final impressions or whatever, you're welcome to go to the last message in this video and avoid all the common spiel lots of others reviewers gave. Super Mario Odyssey's story is as typical as every Mario adventure, I shouldn't even have to say, but the game's pacing and structure is certainly not like your everyday 3D Mario game. Immediately fighting Bowser and being tossed down in the town of Bonneton of the Cap Kingdom, Mario meets his soon-to-be companion, Cappy, who observed Mario's scuffle with Bowser earlier. Bowser's also laid Bonneton to waste after kidnapping Cappy's younger sister, Tiara. Discovering Bowser's holding a forced wedding with Peach, the two team up to chase Bowser down across the world in order to defeat Bowser and prevent the vows from being exchanged. You have your basic bread and butter Mario story, Bowser kidnapping Peach, but between the wedding, Bowser's reasons to going to each kingdom for the wedding, the worlds and characters affected by Bowser's actions upon several other events, I'd rather let you guys find out yourself. You feel more structure and a subtle narrative very similar to Super Mario Galaxy. Where spoilers lie in Mario games is the adventure, the gameplay, the events and the execution of said adventure along the way, not the damn story. And speaking of Galaxy's elements, this game feels like an amalgamation of every single 3D Mario game up until this point. It feels like an amalgamation of every single Mario game out there. Even some that aren't necessarily Mario games, like Yoshi for instance. And I'll get to why. This game is the true spiritual successor to Super Mario 64, and you can immediately tell in Mario's moveset. Taking the most inspiration from Mario 64, all of Mario's popular moves and abilities return. Triple jump, side somersault, backflip, ground pound, long jump, dive, wall jump, spin jump, roll. You could even do a high jump by ground pounding, just hitting the jump button after you do a ground pound, which is handy if you're in a tight spot. And one of the biggest additions is Cappy himself. Hitting Y will allow Mario to toss Cappy and use him in a variety of ways, further expanding Mario's moveset. Cappy can eliminate enemies through a toss. You could toss him forward, up, down, around you like the spin from Galaxy, like an offensive shield, literally using a homing attack, hold in place for continuous damage, and you could even use him as a platform, whether to make high jumps or cross long gaps. You can pull some crazy trick jumps and stunts. I do it all the time if you've seen my Let's Play. Cappy feels like he inhibits the experimental nature that FLUDD had in Sunshine, providing Mario with so many different moves and further enhancing Mario's adventure and skill, making for a unique and fun adventure. The one thing I can also appreciate is not only how diverse Mario's moves are in the game, but how easily accessible the game really is. You have a guide telling you how to perform these moves, and they're not hard at all to maneuver, especially if you're a seasoned Mario player. Even if you're new to Mario, it's going to feel fun and easy slipping into Mario's repertoire of moves, running around in these kingdoms. The only slight obstacle this game has is half of those Cappy moves are locked behind motion controls, and it may take a little practice, but it's not only easy again, but very fun to use and natural. Motion controls are actually preferred by the game constantly. You have the option of the Pro Controller, the Joy-Con grip, handheld mode, or the Joy-Cons detached, and the Joy-Cons detached is what the game encourages for natural gameplay. This game has the best HD rumble effect by far out of any Switch game. You constantly feel the vibrations and sense of whatever you're on, or using, or controlling, or whatever. It's cleverly immersive and fun to use. I went with the standard Pro Controller for that full classic 3D Mario experience, and I still absolutely loved it. The Pro Controller has motion controls as well, and while counterintuitive, is still easy to overcome. I come to 3D Mario for a home console 3D Mario experience, like in the past, but even when I play on the go, I still enjoy and have a blast with Odyssey all the same. It's just fun playing with Mario and just moving him around, even just using the roll continuously and seeing these momentum-based physics enhance the experience. I could further highlight locomotion if I allowed even light spoilers, because I know some people take them seriously, and I'm respecting that as much as I can because I can relate. But again, just the sheer movement of Mario is enough to have fun. Your parents and grandma would easily enjoy Odyssey if they played the original Super Mario Bros. Or Mario 64. Speaking of Super Mario Bros., another way of getting around a few portions of each world is through 2D sections like Galaxy, but you actually become the 8-bit Mario from the classic NES Celebrity game. An amazing and clever idea of implementing 2D gameplay and justifying its place and immersion within the world. Speaking of the world, the open sandbox style kingdoms harken back to the days of Super Mario Sunshine, let alone Super Mario 64, and what's beautiful is there's always something to explore and find. Your main goal is Power Moons, exactly like Power Stars and Shine Sprites, and unlike those, there's a million of them. No joke, everywhere you come and turn, there's likely a Power Moon wherever you go. Your way of traveling around the world is through your airship, the Odyssey, requiring a certain number of Power Moons before moving on to the next kingdom. Let's say you got the basic requirement of moons in each kingdom, and finished the main story. That's only a seventh of the entire game. This is without a doubt Mario's longest adventure, and a healthy one at that after 15/21 years without an explorative Mario title. This is a collect-a-thon of Power Moons, encouraging you to search every nook and cranny and corner of each world. And let me tell you right now, there was not a single moon I felt annoying, hard, or any negative manner towards. Sure, some may feel like a drag, or too long and tedious, some missions do repeat throughout each kingdom, but I never actually disliked a moon, let alone hated it. I had a consistent fun time. Moons won't be the only thing you could find though. You'll find these purple coins in almost each kingdom with their own distinct shape, and these, along with standard yellow coins, can be used to purchase items at shops between life parts, costumes, hats, souvenirs, and yes, power moons. I swear, the amount of ways to obtain a power moon is staggering and amazing. Reach a destination, ground pound on a light, find a hidden room, answer a question, race, beat a boss, do a mini platforming section a lot like Super Mario Sunshine's secret levels, buy a moon, do a quiz, match a picture, hit some flowers, go off in the distance, there's one standing next to you in plain sight. Literally everywhere you go and look, there's a power moon waiting to be grabbed, and there's no limit to what order you can grab them in as well. There are primary objectives leading to power moons and multi-moons that are structured and fall in line with the story that are displayed via rainbow beacons, but there's a bunch of other secondary objectives you could find yourself to get even more moons. Even getting the primary moons wouldn't be enough to progress to the next kingdom. You'd have to go out and find more on your own, which is the fun part. This game fully encourages you to explore and go absolutely bananas with where you go and how you get there, and the best thing is every time you explore and discover something, you'll always be rewarded. Whether it's a moon, Easter eggs, purple coins, or even yellow coins, this game fully encourages you to play the game, play the adventure, just do whatever you want at your own pace, however you wish. For argument's sake, let's assume you got every single moon in every kingdom before the final boss. That's only half the adventure, so there's always, and I mean always, something to do in each kingdom. Going back to the coins and costumes, you could dress Mario up in many different outfits and hats, and there's a lot of them to entertain you. Between the common NES Open Golf Mario, or Builder Mario, or the super obscure Scientist Mario or Caveman Mario. Some are required to find more moons while others are just there for gags, and it's so cute and stylish to put Mario in a lot of these outfits. These outfits provide an incentive to look for the purple coins between getting extra moons and just messing around with Mario. Some moons may be cryptic and hard to find, but you'll find either a yellow parrot named Talkatoo or a blue toad, Hint Toad, to either give a vague name of an objective or reveal the location of a power moon vaguely at a slight cost respectively. A neat little feature for completionists grinding out those last few moons while still requiring your intuition and critical thinking, and you're going to want to be smart about your coins too. I never thought these collectibles were so out of the way or so annoying to find. Unlike the blue coins, I was always excited to find just the purple coins, to buy these moons, to buy these outfits and souvenirs. Even finding regular coins was already fun too. They removed lives in this game, and you can die, but you'll cop up 10 coins whenever you do, which not only feels more punishing, but also very fair. It's less aggravating and makes coins even more valuable than they ever were in 3D Mario. On top of the outfits you can buy, amiibo are functional with the game and can provide the location of a power moon or a heart. A select few, however, provide even more costumes for Mario to wear, and Odyssey has a few special amiibo as well. Mario, Peach, and Bowser in wedding outfits. Wedding Mario provides brief invincibility, Wedding Peach gives a free life apart, and Wedding Bowser provides locations of purple coins. But thankfully, the outfits these and other amiibo provide are not locked behind the amiibo, as you could buy them later in the game. What's baffling is with all I've explained and how intricate and fun Super Mario Odyssey sounds, I didn't even touch upon the core mechanic, Cappy's power to capture enemies and objects. Throwing Cappy at practically any enemy allows Mario to take them over and use their abilities depending on the kingdom, and this ability is brilliant. Each capture feels unique and intuitive with their own properties, and none feel out of place or not fun. You could capture a Chain Chomp and break rocks. You could capture Goombas and walk on ice. You could capture Cheep Cheeps to breathe underwater. You could capture a goddamn T-Rex and plow through everything. That was the main selling point. Mario as a T-Rex. You could not get any more imaginative as that. The creative freedom you're given between the amount of moons you can choose to collect, the enemies you capture, the moves Mario has, and the creative worlds themselves all complement each other so well and capture what makes 3D Mario, especially Odyssey, so special and magical. Almost each kingdom has its own theme, and some halfway through the game definitely feel very unique and bizarre for any Mario game to ever try for the first time. Don't even get me started on some of the characters you meet and the bosses especially, along with each kingdom's nearly distinct art style, the game's great soundtrack, its already amazing visuals. I could go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever about this game, but we all have lives to attend to. But here's a reason why we should put those lives on hold. Mario is my favorite video game franchise. I grew up with Mario since I was 6. I've played a large chunk of his games over the years since the early 2000s. 64, Sunshine, and the Galaxy games hold a special place in my heart, and I love them ever so dearly. Going into Super Mario Odyssey, I thought I was gonna get a 3D Mario like those four. Explorative, creative, imaginative, and just a pure blast to play, and Super Mario Odyssey delivers above and beyond what I expected, to the point where there were 5 instances I almost choked up and cried. I'm not much of a crier, but Odyssey gave me goosebumps and made me feel emotions I never thought a Mario game would give me. Super Mario Odyssey is not only a game that captures what 3D Mario is all about and uses the 3D Mario formula to absolute near perfection, but Odyssey is a game that truly captures what Mario is all about. Mario is about adventure. He's about using his creative ideas and imaginations to make his adventures fun, memorable, and unique. His worlds are filled with these crazy characters and enemies that require you to do these cartoony, wacky moves and ideas to fight, explore, discover, and just enjoy a good adventure. He's Nintendo using their most creative assets, pulling all the stops to creating one of the most prized flagship games that no other company can replicate. Super Mario Odyssey is a game, let alone a Mario game, that comes very, very rarely. It is a game that only a 3D Mario game could do. Odyssey is the game that sold people on the Switch, and for very good reason. Nintendo's proved they're capable of making fantastic games and consoles still, between the Switch, between Zelda, Splatoon 2, ARMS, etc. And on top of the amazing third-party support the Switch has and is getting, the Switch is a system worth investing in, and Super Mario Odyssey adds on top of that. Even my best friend who lost interest in Mario, who practically hated Nintendo during the Wii U era, had the opportunity to play through Odyssey thanks to me and my other best friend during Thanksgiving break. And that's all me and another friend did, was watch our best friend play Super Mario Odyssey for 10 hours straight. Someone who despised 3D Land, 3D World, and Nintendo pretty much during the Wii U era really loves Odyssey. You have to get Super Mario Odyssey if you own a Switch. It is a must-buy. I just 100%ed the game, and I immediately want to do it again, whether knowing everything about the game or as if I forgot all about it, like it's a fresh new experience. It has that pulse like 64, like Sunshine, like Galaxy. It's truly a game that's going to keep people playing for generations to come, just like 64. Super Mario Odyssey has mass amounts of replayability and fan service. It's one of the most chock-filled Mario games ever, basking in an insane amount of content, with evergreen ideas, gameplay, imagination, creativity, purity, love, and happiness you'll notice, appreciate, and prosper in yourself. Topped off with surprisingly funny writing and charming characters and expressions I'd expect from Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi. It is a game worth taking it slow and absorbing as much as you can. Take as much time as you want, because Odyssey is a game I encourage 100%ing, but definitely worth investing and just immersing yourself in as much as possible. If you asked for a number, it'd have to be a perfect 10 out of 10. As someone who saw all 4 adventurous 3D Mario games on relatively equal footing, I can wholeheartedly say Super Mario Odyssey is the best 3D Mario game I've ever played, one of the best Mario games I've ever played, and one of my favorite games of all time. It's everything I've wanted in a 3D Mario game for a long time now. It's added even more creative elements than I thought they could add, and it even added elements I love in Mario spin-offs as well. Odyssey truly is beyond super. It's a love letter to Mario fans and general Nintendo fans, casual and hardcore. And I say look forward to this game during the holiday if you haven't already. It's a miracle a game like this came out, and that makes me curious as to what the next 3D Mario game will be like. Super Mario Odyssey really is something special to behold. I really hope you guys can see that. I just finished my Let's Play of the game as well. You're welcome to watch that, or my highlights video I'll eventually upload, and see for yourselves how much I adored Super Mario Odyssey, or just find every regional coin and or Power Moon since it's 100%. There will be another Odyssey video going up where I'm pretty much going to dive in deeper about how much more I love the game, the kingdoms, the events, etc., my favorite moments, and what really stood out to me in Odyssey in further detail. It's probably going to be a spoiler discussion. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more things Super Mario and other Nintendo videos as well. Stay super.